All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Yokrakadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing his truth and sincerity. And what I have here is the title, Why Doesn't Putin Want NATO in Ukraine? Now, from listening to this 1 minute video, it's basically just to stall until they gain a foothold on a particular area. Now, it makes sense because no one wants to go into war feeling empty-handed or going into war feeling like they don't have the upper hand of at least a better position. That's just the start of the beginning of a war. Now, why is this relevant? Is because you're going to start seeing other countries do the same thing, including even possibly this place. While this place has pretty much their hand in every goddamn country. And all it would do is fuel the fire, waiting for somebody to mess up, and then there it is, World War III. All Esau has to do is keep poking the bear and pissing it off, and every country is going at it. This is why it's relevant. This is why we need this to happen, is because World War III is one of those prophecies that need to be fulfilled. With that, you got all the other prophecies going to be fulfilled as well. The MOTB and several other things. But those main two are the ones we need primarily to go off before the Lord comes back. We don't know when, but this is just the start of it. War doesn't immediately starts off. Hell, if that was the case, every captivity would have been the Lord would have been got us out. Just that quick. But this the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua loves, and just like many other Jake, and I'm talking about all the rest of Israel, they like a dramatic, the Lord likes a dramatic build up. Get everything built up, see everything how everything, or like, I wouldn't say how everything plays out, but see how the chaos ensues before that final crack happens. And that's what makes this all more interesting. To see the infrastructure of every kingdom start to slowly crumble, especially Babylon, the once proud, the once most proudest country or kingdom on the face of the earth, now broken down like a twig. So I'm gonna play this clip real quick.
According to our information about Ukraine's accession to NATO, the issue is a foregone conclusion. We understand that under such a scenario, the level of the military threat against Russia will multiply. The risk of an attack on our country will increase many times over. Enshrined in US strategic planning documents is the possibility of a preemptive strike against enemy missile systems. And who is that enemy? Russia. In NATO documents, our country is officially declared the main threat to North Atlantic security, and Ukraine would serve as a springboard for a strike. Following the United States' withdrawal from the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, the Pentagon is openly developing a range of ground-based offensive weapons, including ballistic missiles capable of reaching a distance of up to 5,500 kilometers. If such systems are deployed in Ukraine, they will be able to hit targets anywhere in European Russia, and even across the Ural Mountains. For a Tomahawk missile, the approach time to Moscow would be 35 minutes. Ballistic missiles from Kharkov could reach it in 7 to 8 minutes, and it would take 4 to 5 minutes for hypersonic offensive missiles to strike. It's like a...
Now, with the timing they gave for how certain missiles can travel faster than others, you can only imagine how it is when the missiles hit here. Even though the Lord mentions Israel before this place is completely destroyed, because I mean, why not? Why take down Babylon that fast with just 4 to 5 minutes, when you could just take your time and slowly see the fear on Esau's face before destroying them? And it only makes sense. The Lord wants to extend it to an hour. The Lord knows how fast these missiles can go. But he chose 1 hour specifically. It all makes sense. But this is why Esau has his hand in every situation, and and I'm pretty sure the video just mentioned it, or I'm pretty sure it's coming up. But as he was mentioning, that this is pretty much the plan that Esau has been doing. He plans on doing it. He plans on going further with just not just only Russia, but everywhere else. So this is Habakkuk 2 and 5, and I'm gonna play the rest of the video. It says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. But he gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So this is why Esau has his hand in literally every other place. Hence why Putin mentioned why or how they, if Esau or if the U.S. put missiles in certain parts of their area of Russia, how easy it'd be to wipe them out. But this the nuclear war. He's trying to get everybody to stand to him. He's not just going to spread the MOTB here, but all over the world. Just like he managed to do with these the pokes, the jump shots. It's all a plan after plan after plan. And if it doesn't matter who he gets rid of, so long as he gets many people onto him, that's the whole plan. Even to reduce the world's population if he needs to, which is also the plan.
Knife at our throats. I have no doubt that they want to implement these plans, as they have been doing in all previous years,
There it is.
expanding NATO to the east, moving military infrastructure and equipment towards Russia's borders. They have completely ignored our concerns, protests, and warnings. They simply didn't care and have done whatever they wanted.
And there it is. See, that describes Esau in itself. He don't care. So long as he can do what he wants, destroy who he wants, it's all fair game to him. But this is Micah 2:01. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And that's what Esau's done all the time. It's basically Esau versus Esau. But it's a greater Edomite versus a lesser Edomite. But this just goes further than just Edomites. Esau wants, these rats want the entire world, which it is in their hands. Only because it was given by Lord Yahweh Shah because of prophecy. But Esau really thinks that his land is going to continue forever. Thus, Psalms 49:11, where he actually believes that. And a lot of our people believe that too. It says, they covet fields and take them by violence in houses and take them away, which Esau's managed to do. He's taking more than just fields, he's taking lands, kingdoms even. And now has his own power infrastructure inside all the kingdoms. Meanwhile, maintaining the ones that he needs the most, which is also his pride and joy, Babylon. It says, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that one's primarily going to us, because he also covered not just our fields, but he covered all of Israelites. Make us slaves and do other things. You think he wouldn't? He doesn't need a purpose to do that to other countries, because they don't hold the promise. We do. And Esau, being the devil that he is, of course he's going to use that to his advantage. How? These other countries ain't even trying to help us. So we just pretty much left here to be whatever at this point. Even though we, as the hopeful elect, we know our purpose. But he's definitely suppressed our heritage. He'll be quick to suppress our heritage because we have the promise, but he won't suppress theirs. but he'll take what he wants out of these other countries. This is Psalms 44:4. It says, "Thou art my king, O God. Command deliverance for Jacob." For Jacob, it doesn't say for Russia, China, or any other places. For Moab, none, none of these. But Esau will harbor the hell out of us. You even have Russia saying go back to your home, or go back to where you're from, black man. But we can't. Esau owns the hell out of us. You go to Israel, it's nothing but pollution. We won't even want to go back there. Even though you got some of our people that would love to go back there. But it's just wickedness upon wickedness. This is verse 5. It says, "Through thee we will push down our enemies. Through thy name we will tread them under that rise up against us." So that's the Moabites, the hell, you got the Chinese, the Arabs, the Russians, all of Babel, all of this place. All of our enemies is going to be pushed down. Primarily Esau. Primarily. And this is why we want these prophecies to happen, so we can get the hell out of here, so we can push down. So because of this scripture right here, that through the Lord's name, that we will push down our enemies. Through thy name, we will tread them under that rise up against us. And all these kingdoms have risen up against us. They have each had a hand of our slavery. So all of them, including Esau, is going to pay. But that's all I have going to that. So, little one, this is a little edifying. And with that, shalom.